She's jetting back home tonight, jet black surprise. Jet black heels, fishnet hose. Under the moon she blooms like a jet black rose. Satin skin, tender to the touch.
How we doing, folks? How we doing? This is the Switchblade Dave's Crypto Hour. I'm coming to you live right now on Twitch. Unfortunately, YouTube will get to see the after effects of this, but coming to you live right now because I'm going to stream the Bitcoin halving live as the block's created, as it's actually showing up, and kind of go over with everybody what let me add a little bit of light, what the actual meaning behind all this halving and what its implementation is going to mean, just not for miners, but for what it means for the whole system as a whole. So as a miner, it's a big deal to me because my income's going to get slashed in half. What I'm able to produce is going to be slashed in half. Now, unfortunately, my expenses are still going to stay the same. My expenses are going to be exactly what they were now. I'm just going to be making half of what I was actually making. For me, I'm going to keep going. It's a win-win. I'm setting up to actually go ahead and boost my mining operation here by the end of the year so that I actually am making a significant amount more than what I'm making now, even after the halving, which is required. People like me need to stay into it, need to keep it going for the for everything to function properly as we go, and we're right now. I'll take this over here. We're right now at block 629,999 or 98 was just created 3 minutes ago. We're gonna have it's probably gonna have it happens at block 630,000. That's when the halving takes place. That's when and that's when the reward for the miners gets cut in half from 12.5 down to 6.25 Bitcoin. Now, what's that mean for everybody else? Well, it's deflationary. It's not inflationary. Bitcoin is a deflationary protocol, unlike our own financial system, which is inflationary protocol, where your money becomes less and less because they print more and more. Bitcoin has a hard cap of 21 million. There will never be any more than that created. A lot of it will probably be destroyed, lost, or something else along the way also. So the fact that there is only a certain, and my cat's making it very hard for me to sit here and do this show because he has me sitting at the front of the chair rather than back a little bit like I like to because he wants to be curled up right behind my back. So instead of the value of it going down, now everybody's like, oh, there's going to be a big spike. I highly doubt it. We're going to see a spike right now. Give it about 30 days before we actually see, depending on how the miners react to it too. A lot of miners could decide that it's not profitable anymore at what they've got and turn off their miners, which would put a draw on the whole network. And require either in 2 weeks the code to adjust itself for difficulty due to the fact of how long it's taking to create a block. So we'll just have to sit here and wait and see. But yeah, we're on block 629,998 right at the moment. This is a nifty little website. It's blockchain.com. Gives you a bunch of stats. I mean, you can sit here and we can actually watch the transactions, how much the transactions are over here on the right side, the amount in Bitcoin and the amount in US dollars as they fly through. This gets a little hypnotic, folks. I've sat here and watched it jump through transactions all the time. We'll go to the average Bitcoin fee is 0.00022, which currently that would be standing at about $1.80 maybe. I'd have to let me pull out my calculator here and figure out what's going on. But yeah, the average fees, the average value, difficulty, hash rate, price. We're currently at 8,474. Transactions per day, about 286,000. Um, Unconfirmed, we're only at about 24, which is actually pretty good. I mean, the higher that gets, the harder. I mean, the more backed up and backlogged it becomes. Um, but so yeah, like I said, transactions, you get a little. It's a little weird to be sitting here and watching the transactions happen in real life. I mean, you got a transaction of $20, 4,000, 33,000, 9,000, $57, $59, $559. I mean, everybody's like, oh, there's the 10,000s and everything. Well, if you really took a look at transactions happening in the real world through credit cards and debit cards and banks, you'll see the same types of transactions. You'll see a 2,000 here, 1,000 there, a 4,000 here, a 13,000 there, a $50 here, $46 there, $23 there, $5.66 there, $13.53 there. You will naturally see this occurring anyway. People just think this is really weird because it's all these big numbers, these people. It's no different than the regular banking transactions that happen in everyday life. And a lot of them happen the same way, except they're controlled by one person rather than the consensus of a computer program. So let's go back. Have we created another block? This will probably take about 20 minutes, folks, because there's supposed to be 10 minutes between each block. So as of right now, we have just kind of sitting here and waiting and see what happens. I kind of want to watch. Well, let's go watch the price here real quick. As we're doing this, see what's going on. Let's go here. See what's going on right now. And well, it kind of went down. That's always nice. We're down a little bit, but it did have a small little downtick here. So let's go back to transactions here. But yeah, I mean it's well, there's a big one, 614,000 moved, and I mean this stuff moves quickly, folks. I mean this is a 5,000, 18,684, $99. Go through, gives you a hash, gives you the time, stamp. Like I said, I wanted to go do that average fee. So bring up my calculator, oops, 0.12322, and we'll just say, let's see, what's the price at right at this moment? 8,500. Your average fee is $1.87 right now for transactions, and again, that changes. The more you send, the bigger your fee is going to be because it's based off the size of the file, not what you're sending. So some of my transactions, because some of my funds and everything are on a older block back because I've had them in my possession for a while. They're not really they're the blocks. It's a bigger transaction file, bigger megabit file. We're still on that 629,998 right at the moment. We'll see what goes on. Let's go here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, that is. Let's go over to coin. Let's go to coin market cap here. And see, and you can see there's a big dip here just a little bit ago on the price. Market cap's still up. We're at 157 billion for Bitcoin. It's total. Yeah, so it's fun to look at some of these stats. There's a total of 5,451 different cryptocurrencies on 27,903 markets. Market cap for everything's $233 billion, and 157 of that is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is top dog, will be top dog. It will always. It is the one that everything else is spawned off of. So let's go back to the blockchain here. Have we got up another block yet? Nope, we're still there. Again, I don't think I have anybody watching me. It's obviously nobody's chatting in the chat room here, so nobody's really watching me. They'll get to see it later when I post it on YouTube, more than likely after the fact. Like I said, I don't foresee anything dramatically happening when this block hits. Besides the price dropping and then miners having to figure out what they're going to do over the next course of a couple weeks. We're at block 629,999. Pretty much we're within 10 minutes or so of the next block. So we'll see here. F2 pool is a strong pool. They do it quite a bit. They're quite a big pool. They get a lot of the blocks, but like I said, a lot of these they're going to be kind of changing here in a little bit, based on the fact that the profit coming in every 10 minutes is getting slashed, or a profit coming in off of a block is getting slashed. That's why I said mine. My payout on my pool will determine on how many people actually stay with the pool when this goes, because I've already seen quite a bit of mining power kind of come off of the pool for a little bit here, as we're leading up to this. And they just say we're hit. Did we just hit it? Yep, we just hit it. Ooh, how'd they do back to back? Just hit 630th pool transaction. Number of transactions 3,134, shows the difficulty. Block reward 6.25 bitcoins, 0.9 bitcoins in reward fees. So we're getting almost a full Bitcoin in fees for transactions and everything else. And this is what's going to go up as this number comes down a little bit, because when this number goes to zero and all 21 million Bitcoin have been produced, this is what is going to pay out the miners and everything else when all is said and done. The fee reward is what's always going to be there. This reward is not going to go away at all. Even if the block reward is at zero, there'll still be that fee reward. And that's what miners eventually here, whenever we actually stop, or not stop mining, but quit rewarding anything. So, but we did it, folks. There it is. Now, we haven't had full confirmation yet. There's still only one confirmation on that particular block. How many confirmations do we have on this one? Let's pull this up. We got 2. So we're still waiting. Some of these blocks might get kicked out here within the next 5 to 6 minutes. You got to have at least an hour's worth of confirmations before you can really set it in stone. So, but we've reached it. 630,000, block reward of 6.25. So, newly generated coins. So, there's the hash. It was a total of 7.15 Bitcoins. And when you look back here, on this one, but you can go back and look. I mean, everything's here. So we'll see if this one looks a little leery. The 630,000 block does look a little suspicious. We'll see what happens on the next one here really quick, to see what goes on. So, but yeah, sitting and watching transactions are pretty fun, just to see the amount of money that was flowing back and forth. So we'll see if the difficulty comes down. You can even do this on Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash. shows the blocks. You go down to transactions, and here, I mean, Bitcoin Cash, I mean, there's tiny little fragments of a penny for Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum. Well, let's look at their transactions. Ethereum's more around the dollar to $12 to no dollar, back and forth. But Ethereum works a little different. Ethereum has a little different everything, and they're saying now getting news. Yep, after halving, the Bitcoin was trading at $8,573. So the halving has taken place. All blocks from here on out will be only getting a 6.25 Bitcoin per block mined. We'll have to see how it goes. I'll come back on here and do an actual show here later. This was just kind of for me to be live during the halving and see what's going on. So I'm pretty much going to leave it at that, folks. And I'll see you back here in a week, and we can go over what just happened, what block we're on from there, because we'll be 100 or so blocks plus by the time I come back here again. So, everybody have a safe day. Enjoy. Watching and learning.